So his $3,000 asking price was too steep for most buyers, but when one Detroit homeowner offered to swap the house for an iPhone 6, well, that's when his phone started ringing. The homeowner finally has a deal in place for his 3-bedroom home, but what is it going to take to resurrect Detroit's housing market? Hey, that's a question even Siri might have problems with. Joining me from Detroit is Larry Else, the realtor who helped to broker this interesting iPhone house swap. Hey, Larry, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, this is interesting. This buyer also had to pay the back taxes, about $6,000 worth on your client's home. So how much did he get along with the iPhone?
Well, actually, the home ended up trading for cash, less than $1,000, but the seller is very happy with being able to sell his home. The buyer is very excited. He lives a block away, and he's getting ready to rehab the home after closing in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is a home that needs some big-time rehab. I mean, as I understand it by the description, it had no windows, no doors, had been somewhat burned out, right? I mean, it looked like it would have been a wash, as many other homes on that particular block were. People just up and left, right?
Right, yeah, like I said, the buyer lived about a block away, and he has a smoke restoration company, and he's actually in a position where he's going to be able to turn this house around.
Okay. After the client offered the iPhone, apparently others reached out to you. What else were sellers asking you to sell houses for?
Well, I can say that there is a new deal in place for a different house for an iPhone that's in contract. But there are sellers that are looking to trade their houses for cars and other things, and I have buyers that are looking to trade their cars or different items as well.
Can you tell me what this neighborhood used to look like?
When I talk about this location with people that are familiar with Detroit, they told me that this neighborhood was once thriving.
Thriving, I mean, you had families and kids going to school and all that. And I have to say that I have relatives in the area nearby, and we've driven by, and there seems to be a specific line of demarcation between areas that look like what we're showing our viewers now, that are clearly dilapidated, and beautiful areas, like a block apart.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah, Detroit, it's very important to be in the right subdivisions, and as Detroit redevelops its political structure and the money comes into Detroit for redevelopment,
money like Dan Gilbert's, I want to add. I mean, he was obviously the owner of the Cleveland Cavs, and he's the founder also of Quicken Loans. I mean, he owns over $1 billion reportedly worth of real estate in Detroit. He wants to buy more. Why do you think this hasn't caught on, the residential real estate there?
Well, Dan Gilbert believes in Detroit, and he's put a lot of money downtown, but there has been a lot of activity in the Detroit housing market. There's many homes. It's really the only market in the country that you can get a home for under $50,000 that has a rental income between $700 and $1,000 or even more per month. Which
was actually this house. Didn't the original owner, it was an Austrian man who bought it for about $41,000. That's what he'd hoped would happen, right? It would be a rental income property for him.
That's right. Whenever you're buying rental homes, you have to be very particular about your neighborhoods. This neighborhood was nice not too long ago, but since it has gone downhill because people have left to those more populated neighborhoods.
Yeah. All right. Well, Larry Else, thank you so much. Interesting business you got going. Appreciate it.